he is a member of many academic committees, especially member of editorial board committees of languages in global context, Equinox Linguistics Journal, Vienna, Austria, Europe. He is a member of Indian Institute of Advanced Studies Society, Shimla, under Ministry of Education, Department of Higher Education, Government of India. He is a member of Advisory Board, Health Education Department, Research Associate, Vienna, Austria, Europe. He is a member of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Writing and Speeches Material Production Committee, Government of Maharashtra, 2018. He is a coordinator of Postgraduate Diploma in Communicative English Business Education, University of Hyderabad, 2018 onwards. Along with it, he is Review Committee for Academic and Administrative Audit of Mumbai University, 2019. The member of Board Studies, ABC North Maharashtra University, Zargaon, 2018 onward. He is a member of Academic Council, University of Hyderabad, 2017, and also a member of School Board, School of Humanities, University of Hyderabad, Hyderabad. His teaching experience covers almost 35 years of experience, including research projects and publication of international national journals, which range up to 30 plus, and including he has supervised almost 30 students, MPhil and PhD including, and is also very well known among the conferences, seminars, and workshops. He has coordinated 8 workshops, conferences, seminars so far, and attended 20. Right now, he is professor at the Center for Applied Linguistics and Translation Studies, School of Humanities, Central University of Hyderabad. With this very brief introductory note, and I would like to call up him upon the dais, and it's pride and privilege for me because to welcome here for his speech. He'll be delivering his lecture on textual analysis, SFL interpretation of King Lear. Professor Bhosle, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Good afternoon to all of you, especially Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Satyanarayana Bhattu sir, Professor Bachavarajji, Professor Tarkeshwar, Professor Amit Kumar, whom we listened in the earlier session, Professor Veda Sharan, IFLU, and eminent dignitaries just sitting here, faculties, researchers, students. I'm going to make a presentation on application of systemic functional linguistics to reading of a dramatic text. Little background in choosing this topic. Recently, Professor Basavarajji requested me to make my presentation on Shakespeare. I accepted it openly. And then I had planned to make a presentation on textual meaning and SFL interpretation of King Lear. But due to shortage of time, I couldn't complete the project. To give a clear message, then I delimited it, modified it towards textual meaning an SFL interpretation of King Lear, Act 1, Scene 1. Taking into consideration the conditions of making a presentation on such a topic, certain background is required, like clear understanding of the grammar of English language, and also the framework of systemic functional linguistics. So there are certain limitations, constraints to make the point of view clear and connect it straight to the minds and the hearts of the audience. So therefore, I'll show you through PPT the core part of my presentation. The methodology: selection of the text limited to scene 1, and I'll analyze systemic functionally certain clauses and phrases or groups with the occurrence of love as one of the central core themes of King Lear. We know that different themes have been identified by different critics in King Lear. Complexity is there. But when I looked at it, primarily, my preliminary observations, I take advantage of this opportunity to make certain preliminary observations about the most central theme that has been dramatized, providing exposition in the first scene, first act, then developing the complications in the second act, resulting into climax tension because of the inbuilt contradictions, and then naturally, beyond a certain point, things break down. So there is a turns towards explication in the denouement part, in the dramatic plot structure. So filtration of character, acceptable, not acceptable, viable, inevitable, and destructive. Destructive, rejected, inevitable, and logical, preserved, retained existence. And finally, culminating into resolution. What I find in my preliminary reading linguistically, especially from systemic functional linguistic analysis, the core central theme is love. But associated with foppery, folly, turning the King Lear into a perfect model of the fool. Love dealt with by the fool. That kind of motive we can think of. I'll first briefly introduce you some aspects of SFL, systemic functional linguistics, especially those which are going to be applied in this analysis. Not all, particular. Then I'll take up analysis, provide a certain observations from corpus, that will give the message that I want to give through application of systemic functional analysis to automatic text. Clear, only one argument, only one proposition. Okay. Analyzing clauses and phrases or groups with the occurrence of a noun. That is the task I am going to do. SFL is a model expounded by M.A.K. Halliday, London School, to fill in gap of linguistic theories, which were highly focused on structuralism and formalism earlier, which work scientifically only at the bottom level of the language or bottom dimensions of the language. Beyond clause level or sentence level, Chomsky could not do justice to what he wanted to, with various revisions and modifications of extended theory and other things, or minimalism. Chomsky, Halliday filled that gap. His vision is comprehensive. To be specific, trinocular. Bottom up scientific, yes, analyzes clauses and sentences. But he goes beyond that, and most specifically, the central dimension of language, that is semantics, paradigmatic approach, where our intentions are executed into acts. And these acts are realized into social semiotic medium, that is language for Halliday, not total number of sentences, etc., not IC analysis, in immediate constituent analysis. But he goes into the deeper level, to the functions, to the acts of meaning. And semantics is interface to the higher level context of culture and situation, at the bottom level, grammar, lexis. So our experience, which is instance, is like a client, instance at the center. At the top is context of situation and culture, the world around, the phenomenal world. And with that instance, it is realized into grammatical code, and through grammatical code into semiotic media, either sound system or graphological system. It's a kind of a scale. So a trinocular vision, connecting with the system through the functions. And the definition of a function for Halliday is also very interesting one. It's a relation. Intra, within the organization of the language. Inter, language and the world. The world we experience, the world we live in. It's a totality. And the model is based at the center of the acts of meaning. So this kind of model, very comprehensive one, some concepts that we are required to understand. These descriptions. I will be showing the description and making my comments on that. in order to display or in order to show how linguistically I can identify love as the central theme. And all other themes are derived themes or complications of that central theme. It's love. And the meaning of love also needs to be very carefully understood. Higher level love. Higher level love means reverence, respect, care, duty, paternal love, friendship, deeper level friendship, almost transcending to the domain of spirituality, the pure consciousness. Generally we say heartbeat. So the entire dramatization is around this notion of love. So I have identified and annotated the occurrence of love in different clauses, groups and phrases. This is to be extended to the all plane and for complete dialogue, addresser and addressee, both dialogues must be analyzed. Then we will get the total picture. But that was not possible because of shortage of time for me, and I am committed. Professor Basavaraji, yes, I'll do, and I'll try my best. So, this much I'm going to do. Most important dimensions and principles of language Halliday identifies is system. And system for him is the whole phenomenon of the world or the life is in terms of network of sets of options. This is a new vision of life, new vision of cosmic world. The life, the world is a network of sets of options, the entry conditions, different entry conditions, and so different realization statements according to our choices. Participants are the masters. They take the decision. So language ultimately turns into a system of choice. We make the choice, and ours becomes the act. It is the act when it is realized into semiotic system, it becomes act of meaning, what we call as a language. And so Halliday defines it as language as a social semiotic system. A lot of influences on this model, and most important are J.R. Firth, F. D. Saussure, Franz Boas, Safi, Benjamin Woo's American English. Whose view of system and process then structure for Halliday is a configuration of the elements. Just aesthetic in structure analysis. You want and what important in this function level, but 5 so three the choice and ultimately realized into social semiotic system and process. So structure is configuration of functional elements. This is a new definition of structure. Here when I will be showing you, I will show you in this box diagram. These are all functional elements. Textual, that is theory. Interpersonal, that is subject, finite, predicate, and complement, which is also called as mood and residue. And the mood is most important. It is the consciousness. Here and now, the reality, grounded, time and space. Mood is like engine of a train. Residue is just like a body attached to the engine. It is the mood where transformations take place. All transformations are possible only because of the mood. Declarative, imperative, interrogative, yes, no, WH. Okay? All these moods, transformations are possible only because of the mood, and mood has two elements, subject and finite. And there is ideational meaning, which in this particular class, we have process, love, much love, modality. And I is here sensor. Which is subject as well as the theme, as well as the sensor. Ideationally sensor, interpersonally mood, and textually theme. Three metafunctions here ultimately merge into the semiotic medium, final. That is, I must love you. And this is the only modal process of obligation, love is obligation, mental process, which is high modality, which is of high modality. All other modalities in the first scene are temporal, present or past or present. This is the typical part. So, metafunctions, overlapping, then stratification. See, meanings are realized at various levels from the context. We call it semantics or pragmatics or grammar or morphology or phonetics and phonology at all levels. after the instance it is realized. So there is instantiation, which I already explained to you. So metafunction, instantiation, stratification, because levels and the rank is also there, either phonology, either in phonology or in grammar, there is a rank, the grammar. Morpheme level, word level, group level, clause or clause complex level, grammatical structure. And above this, in the semantic field, there is cohesion, underlying coherence. As far as Shakespeare, I don't need to say much. He is a humanitarian, universal, the poet, the dramatist. And anyone can fall in love of Shakespeare and Shakespeare's writings. And he has influenced many philosophers, scientists, common people, academicians. So, in Act 1, Scene 1, is it the first slide? Second one. Okay. So, here you would find in the first scene that is a palace. And the entire came to clustering. I think you know the characters, or should I briefly tell you? Better I tell you. King Lear is the main character and has 3 daughters. 2 are married, Goneril and Regan. The third one is Cordelia, is to be married. There are 2 earls, one is Kent and another is Gloucester. In a kingship hierarchy in the court of England, their duty is to protect and guide the king. And above them are the dukes, to whom Albany married to Goneril, the eldest daughter. And the second one is Regan, married to Cornwall. Gloucester has 2 sons. One is a legitimate son, Edgar, who is very loyal to Gloucester. Though he is not true to him or he doesn't understand him. Why he doesn't understand his true loyalty, love, duty, service. That is the point. And Gloucester has another son, younger son, Yadman, who is born to a lady whose role is not in the play, not necessary, but he is born before marriage. So Gloucester's character is very clear, one can understand. He has no true love to Edgar's mother, his first wife, married legally. And he is not having true affection, love, admiration for the rightful son Edgar. And Edmund is wily because because of the social status and illegitimacy, he has no love, no respect, no honor, no recognition and identity. Even in the first scene itself, the Gloucester, when introduces Edmund, look at the language you would find. How Gloucester feels ashamed of acknowledging him as his son in his front. That is the second theme. So illegitimacy is the second theme there. First one is about the division of the kingdom, which is, I'll come to that point, but I must tell you, superficially, it appears to be the division of the kingdom as a theme, but that is surface level. The deeper level is the love, because it is the love that matters, with deeper values of love. Here in this, I have briefly explained the metafunctional analysis of this clause with the process love, which is the predicator, and it is mental and modified with modal, modulated, obligation, and high modality. And this is the Kant tells to Edmund that I must love you and so to know you better. Okay, yeah. Here is another nominal group. Our youngest daughters is love. Our is deictic, youngest daughters is. Youngest is epithetic, and daughters is genitive. So deictic, epithetic, genitive, love is the thing. Look at here is another clause. Which of you? Yeah. This is the, I think, King Lear. It is his question to his daughters. Which of you, shall we say, that love us most? So there is a degree. Shall we say is an enclosed clause? And which of you means among you love us most? These are the daughters, and he's asking 2-3 daughters. Because there is a plan of his will. Because of age, he has his good opinion for the safety of the kingdom to avoid it from the start in future. He wants to avoid it, but what is the measure? What is the scale? Quality or quantity? So there is a conflict in the standard of the act of love, and another conflict is King Lear is father as well as he is a king. So conflict of interest. So people who are from corporate life, they can understand the significance of conflict of interest. So conflict of interest as a family and as the kingdom, chief of the state. Laws and values. There is a conflict in one, or on the other hand, consolidation of power in one and the same authority. This is the biggest problem in kingship. So, love, predicator, and this is a temporal present. And he wants to know who extends maximum love to him. So the plan of King Lear is whether the plan, how much this plan is think of, he is a king, he is also a father. He must understand the love, he must understand the judgment and the difference between judgment, which must be based upon the law or the tradition. And love is based upon admiration, affection, duty, care, so many things. And he mixes these two. That becomes a problem for this decision. So, theme is which of you? This is the theme in this. Love is a predicator, and that is finite. Us is a complement, and most is an agent of degree expressed by. In this way, look at this another one. Yeah. I showed you a couple of more. Look at this one. This is Honorable. Sir, I love you more than word can be. So this one clause, here also you see love in the present, which is mental, and mental is higher level. Mental is higher level. Emotive element, volition. Human beings are governed by emotive element, lower consciousness, and deeper or higher level consciousness. The theme of this play is built around or enacted around this concept of theme. Most endeared, affectionate, sought after, matter of identity, matter of existence, matter of respect, recognition, honor. So many things are associated with love. Entire existence and the value of the individual. So, there is another one. As a child, they were loved. The other metafunctional analysis you can look at. I will only read the clauses because I am given already about the time. Beyond all manner of so much, this is the theme. And the mark theme. You see, I love you is a normal one. Declaration, confession. I love you. Declaration, confession. I, subjective. Okay. But beyond all matter of so much, is theme. And This also talks about the degree. Syntactically, it's the right place. Again, he has made it thematic. So this is more, this is contextual. So beyond the level of so much, but Cordelia, look at the contrast with the Cordelia. What is Cordelia? Contrast. This is comment, just a comment of Cordelia. What shall Cordelia speak? Love and be silent. Now look at this word love and be silent. Love is a theme, it is a predicator, it is a process, it is also imperative clause. Okay, in that rank scale, it is also imperative clause. Love and be silent. Because she has understood the plan behind the foppery or flattery, rather, the Goneril and Draken are engaged in to win over and get advantage from the King Lear. They are a bit practical and pragmatic. And that is why they are using language more than wanted, excess, so that appropriateness and relevance is lost. Anything excess is a sin. And exactly the same thing is happening here. In case of King Lear also, as a response to this, because when Cordelia responds, what about her? How much she loves him? She says, nothing, my lord. Love. And Lear has, as a father, too much love. More love naturally. Because other two are together. They are already settled, they are married. This is to be married, is a young one. So naturally, as a father, shall have more care, more love, to see her better future. So that, and what does Cordelia respond to you? Say, there was most to this central proposal. This is the proposal from King Lear. And what is the proposition provided by Cordelia? The proposition is nothing, my lord. Now you can imagine for a while. You love the most to some person, and that person, in such a situation, it is a formal function. The scene is in the palace. All other dignitaries of the court are there. And in front of that, he is executing his will. And Cordelia replies, nothing, my lord. When love is returned with nothing, okay, that whole line of life, the connection of mind and heart, is totally eclipsed of King Lear. He has lost all the threads that hold him, and he was thinking in future. After this, he may possibly stay more time with Cordelia. And the response is this: when love is not responded positively, what happens with anyone? People become mad. King Lear, at the age of 80, this instance takes place, is the most experienced and successful king of England. And out of goodwill, he is going to have such kind of will he becomes very angry beyond control. Age also matters. 80, at the age of 80. And the most loved one is responded with nothing. And that is why, in that formal situation, in front of all other dignitaries, this is also a kind of insult and humiliation for King Lear in front of other daughters, though it is their flattery. King Lear himself loses all control, becomes blind, okay? And as if in a domain of darkness, he reacts grossly and gives ultimately a wrong judgment. Okay? So this way, you find in, you can show some others. You can show some others. So grammatically, we'll have to look into grammar is the foundation of analysis. No subjectivity is there. Okay? So, one by now. I don't have to explain all the slides. So I hope some what is the one of words even first scene, there are about 90, about 59 levels. So highest number of frequency in the first scene, along with, and so it's not possible. We focus only on this. Then trained pattern, highest occurrence in the first and slowly decreasing to lowest point. Almost no existence of love at the end of the play. This is from this data from so on these details we get one point of view, one argument that the central theme of the play is love. It needs to be explored further, analyzed into totality. Okay. And all our observations and impressions must be. I agree with you that I couldn't complete my project because I had no time. My friend Professor Basavati knows it. But I wanted to be committed and I wanted to do something, at least show the methodology part of systemic functional linguistics, how it could be applied, what it is, okay, and how we can try to interpret the entire text, keeping meaning at the center, semantics at the center. And our interpretations must be based upon the grammar of the language. So that all types of criticism which create a kind of a chaos, confusion, what actually the King Lear is Is it about the punishment? Is it about the wrong judgment? Is it about is it about the topic? So many things are there, and leaders very certain. They hold to by which is the most reach at half-dead or equal conclusion of the text. So I think the research, I tried my best within the time limit I have given. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, you are free to ask me.
Everyone. Thank you for the wonderful questions. We are going to take only one question due to time constraint. Anyone? Okay.
First of all, sorry to ask this question, not being the student of linguistics. But the model seems so interesting that I wanted to ask something.